Hey, shalom everyone, this is Kris Shoemaker, also known as Yehudah ben Shomeyr, and welcome to the Daily Drash. Today's Daily Drash is taken from Proverbs chapter 21, verse 17, and in the Jerusalem Bible it states, "Pleasure lovers stay poor." I'll read that again. "Pleasure lovers stay poor. He will not grow rich who loves wine and good living." Now, this verse isn't saying that there's something wrong with the good life or desiring or wanting nice things. It's talking about moderation and delayed gratification. We live in such a world where we have everything that we could ever want at our fingertips. You know, you live out in the boondocks and you're not near a mall or a store or whatever. Hey, you got the internet and you can get things delivered to you within a day if you're willing to pay for it. Pleasure lovers stay poor. He will not grow rich who loves wine and good living. It's talking about people who live for the here and now and don't think or prepare for the future. And when we always get what we want all the time, we get spoiled and we feel like we're entitled and we take things for granted. And we're not equipped mentally or physically for hard and rough times. There's something to be said about moderation, and there's something to be said about delayed gratification. When we get things immediately the way when we want them, it doesn't mean as much as if we say, okay, this is what I want. I don't have the money to get it right now, so therefore I'm going to put back and save for it. And then we, save for it. And part of the pleasure is the anticipation of getting. It reminds me of when I would play G.I. Joe or Ninja Turtles with my nephew, and we were looking forward to playing, but part of the pleasure was actually picking the action figures, which ones that we were going to have on our team, and setting up the scene, the area where they were going to play, and setting up the soldiers or setting up the turtles, and we would look at them and think, oh wow, this is picture perfect. It looks nice. I don't even want to touch them right now because it looks so cool. So part of the reward is delayed gratification. We need to learn how to savor things instead of just getting what we want, because when we get what we want all the time, we become desensitized. We don't enjoy things to the full and as pleasurously as we possibly could unless we have moderation and delayed gratification. Somebody might be a coffee lover, but if they drink coffee every single morning, every single day, their taste buds will get immune and desensitized, and coffee won't seem as special. And so, if you delay that gratification and maybe only have a cup of coffee once a week or so, it's really special and it tastes really bold and flavorful and rich. So you don't want to overload yourself or desensitize yourself. To truly enjoy pleasure is to enjoy it in moderation, not to have it all the time. That's why drug addicts are created. Somebody gets a high off of a drug, they immediately want it again, and they keep getting this high over and over and over. They get desensitized to that high, and they have to have a bigger and greater and better high, so they move on to a greater dose or a harder drug, and they get severely addicted. Second of all, pleasure lovers stay poor. We live in an age where if we don't have the money, that's okay. We could just put it on credit and I'll pay it next paycheck. But we keep buying things and keep putting things on credit, and the debt keeps increasing, and yet we don't make enough to cover what we paid for. And not only that, you have what you owe, and then it's just sitting there for so long that it creates interest, and all of a sudden you find yourself only being able to pay the minimum interest on your credit card, and you're not even making a dent or chipping away at it in any way, shape, or form. And then just people say, oh well, I'll just go bankrupt and I'll just live on welfare off the government. That is just such an irresponsible way, because you're making other people pay for your mistakes. So just remember this: pleasure lovers stay poor. He will not grow rich who loves wine and good living. So everything in moderation. There's nothing wrong with good things, having nice things, or the good life. But remember, everything in moderation, and just seek and enjoy and understand the rewards of delayed gratification. Hey, thanks for listening. Go out there and have a great day. Shalom and Shavua Tov. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press the like button as well as the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and the notification bell that'll let you know every time I make a new video. And don't forget to share this with a friend. Also, visit our website at abrahamsdescendants.com Thanks. Shalom. Abraham'sDescendants.com. Getting back to the first century in a 21st century way.